So, you finally tackled Chapter 3, got through all the talk about cats, consciousness, and AI. What was your gut reaction reading it? Anything pop out at you that felt new or surprising?
Honestly, I kept thinking, wow, they're really trying to stretch my brain here. The whole cats to consciousness angle was wild. I'd heard of AI recognizing images, but linking it to what it means to be conscious, that was new for me.
It's a trip, right? It's like, one minute you're watching a cat video and the next you're questioning the nature of reality. Did you find any of it useful though, or was it just a lot of theory?
Parts were definitely useful. I liked when they broke down how AI actually learns. But I'll admit, some of it went over my head. The consciousness stuff, especially, felt a little out there. I was left wondering, can a machine ever really be more than just a super smart calculator?
Since we're on that, maybe we should back up. When the book or your class talks about artificial intelligence, what exactly are they getting at? Is it just robots or something bigger?
Yeah, it's much more than just robots with shiny exteriors. The chapter really hammered home that AI is about simulating human intelligence, so machines that can think, learn, and even perform complex tasks. The way they underlined think made me stop and wonder, are we using think too loosely here?
That's a solid point. Think for a computer might not be what we mean for a person. I guess it's all about how the machine processes data. Like, it can make decisions, but does it really understand them?
Exactly. Right now, AI is still kind of stuck. It's great with data, but it's not coming up with brand new physics or anything. It's not really thinking in the creative or conscious sense, at least not yet.
So, let's dig into that cat recognition example. How did you feel about the way they described AI learning, especially that whole bit where it learns to spot cats without anyone saying, hey, this is a cat?
I was fascinated. They made it sound almost magical. Millions of images, and somehow the system figures out catness all on its own. The whole structure with input layers, hidden layers, and output layers in neural networks reminded me of peeling away layers of an onion.
I love that analogy. And the fact that each layer gets its own specialty made me think of a team, where each person becomes the expert at one tiny thing. It's wild that none of those layers know what a cat is, but together they do.
Totally. I guess that's why deep learning gets results we can't always explain. It finds hidden patterns we might not even spot ourselves, especially in unstructured data.
Speaking of patterns, did any of the AI milestones from the chapter stand out to you? Like Deep Blue beating a chess champ or Watson winning at Jeopardy?
Those were honestly mind-blowing. I knew about Deep Blue, but I didn't realize Watson was such a leap in understanding language. Then there's AlphaGo. Who knew a game could push AI development so far?
Games really do make AI flex its muscles, huh? It's cool and maybe a little intimidating how these systems get so good at specific tasks, from playing chess to diagnosing diseases.
Yeah, and the chapter really made me see how these are all examples of narrow AI super specialized, but not able to jump over to other tasks without tons of retraining.
That actually reminds me, what's your take on the difference between narrow AI and general AI? The book seemed to hint that one is way more futuristic than the other.
It's almost like the difference between a professional chef and someone who can cook anything you imagine. Narrow AI is like the chef who only makes pizza, but makes it perfectly. General AI, on the other hand, would be like a chef who understands all cuisines and invents new ones on the fly.
That's such a great way to put it. So, we're living in the world of pizza chefs right now. AI that's brilliant at one thing, but not so much at, say, switching from chess to composing music.
Exactly. And from what the chapter says, we're still working toward that all-cuisine chef, true general intelligence. It's getting closer, but there's something missing, especially when it comes to real-world understanding.
Let's get into the philosophical weeds for a second. Can machines actually think? The chapter dove into the Turing Test and the Chinese room argument. Did those make sense to you?
Yeah, though I had to read those parts twice. The Turing Test is basically, can a machine fool you into thinking it's human during a conversation? But the Chinese room example really stuck with me. Someone follows rules to answer in Chinese, but doesn't understand Chinese at all.
Isn't that wild? It's like, just because the answers look right doesn't mean there's any understanding underneath. The idea that intelligence isn't the same as comprehension really hit home.
I kept thinking about chatbots. They might sound convincing, but do they actually know anything? Or are they just really good at manipulating language?
On that note, do you think the Turing test is still a good way to measure AI? Or is it kind of outdated now that we have chatbots passing it in short bursts?
I get why it's a benchmark, but it feels a bit like grading someone on social skills alone. You can memorize responses and still not understand the topic. The example about the 2014 chatbot fooling a third of judges that felt more like a party trick than proof of real intelligence.
Yeah, it's clever, but maybe not human-level intelligence. The chapter mentioned critics say it's superficial, like it's all surface and no depth.
I agree. The Turing Test definitely inspired progress in language models. But we probably need new ways to see if AI really understands, not just imitates.
Switching gears a bit, the chapter got into the whole singularity thing, AI reaching human-level intelligence. Did the predictions for 2029 or 2045 freak you out at all?
It's a little wild, honestly. The way they laid out the exponential tech growth and how better chips, companies like NVIDIA, and even quantum computing might speed things up gave me goosebumps. I can't tell if it's exciting or terrifying.
Right? And then throw in brain uploading or Elon Musk's Neuralink and it starts sounding like a sci-fi movie. But when you see real labs working on this stuff, it's hard to dismiss the timeline.
Totally. I guess the real question is whether we're actually ready for that kind of leap, or even what it would mean to upload a mind.
That leads right to some heavy questions. If we do create conscious machines or upload memories into a robot, do they have rights? Where do we draw the line between human and machine?
It honestly gets messy fast. If a robot acts like me, thinks like me, and even has my memories, does it deserve the same treatment as a person? The chapter really pushed me to think about identity, like, who's actually human if we start blurring those lines?
And it's not just a tech problem, it becomes a society problem. We can't just leave it to engineers and computer scientists to figure out the rules after the fact.
Exactly. It feels like we need to be having this conversation now, not after the genie's out of the bottle. Otherwise, we could end up with rights and laws that are totally unprepared for what's coming.
Something else that stood out, the idea that maybe true intelligence needs a body and emotional experience. Do you agree that a humanoid robot is a step too far?
It's such a weird feeling. I'm fine with robots doing specific tasks, but the idea of building ones that look and move like us is kind of unsettling. The book pointed out how babies learn by experience, not just rewards. Makes me wonder if robots can ever really do that.
Yeah. Learning by doing, tripping, falling, making mistakes that's so different from just following code. Some argue that even advanced AI, unless it can feel and experience, will always be missing something essential.
But then, some people believe virtual reality and brain simulation might fill that gap. To me, though, there's still a difference between simulating feelings and actually feeling them.
Now, looking back at the chapter, what's your biggest takeaway or worry? Are you optimistic about the future of AI or more cautious?
If anything, the chapter made me realize how important it is to think critically about all this. It's not just about tech optimism. We have to question what we want AI to do, where we draw boundaries, and who gets to make those decisions.
Couldn't agree more. The technology is coming, whether we're ready or not. It's up to us, students, future professionals, and regular people to figure out how to live with it responsibly.
Exactly. I'm still figuring out my own stance, but I know it's a conversation we all need to be part of before we wake up one day and realize the future is already here.